I've been looking for a carrying case that I can throw the Mavic and the Mavic remote in, because the screen obviously on here, I don't want joysticks getting messed up, and then the Mavic obviously because it's a drone and it's pretty fragile. And they touted it as being really portable, but I don't want to just take the drone and toss it in a bag. There's small stuff that could get snagged on, or things falling and hitting it and that sort of thing. So I wanted to try to find a bag that was small and portable. I didn't want a bulky, heavyweight, waterproof bag. I don't need this to be able to be thrown off a building. I just need something that I can put in my camera bag and not worry about the drone getting messed up. So I started searching around, and I did find a couple camera cases for the Mavic Pro, but a big issue for some reason on a lot of them was the smell. Now, I never thought I'd be choosing a camera bag based on if it smells bad or not, but for some reason these camera bags, when they're made, some of them smell really bad. So I was searching through Amazon, and I finally found a case for sale, and one of the claimed features was that it doesn't smell. So again, I never thought I'd be buying a camera bag based on how it smells, but this one claimed that it would have no smell, so I decided to go for this one. So that came in pretty quickly, and so I wanted to kind of give an overview of what it looks like, how the Mavic fits in there, and the case for the remote as well. So when I got it, it comes in a pretty small compact case, which it should since it's for a rather small drone. So to start off with, the case is pretty much exactly what I was looking for. I wanted to find a case that was small, compact, zippered, and still had a little bit of cushion on there, but I didn't need a super hard waterproof giant case and everything, especially because I just want something that protects it when I throw it into the camera bag. So when I first open it, of course, you end up with two cases, and one of them, of course, for the drone, the other one is for the remote. So let's take a look at the remote. Did come with the lanyard, so that was kind of nice, and it's pretty simple. Of course, it took me a second to figure out how to actually use it, but it's relatively easy. It's full to open the Mavic controller, and you've got a little slot on here, and that pops right into here basically, and once it's in there, it'll kind of stay in place, and then once you have your phone in here, it will help push against that and make sure that it doesn't fall off. So anyway, take the lanyard out. Now I didn't buy it, of course, because of that, but it did come with it, so nice little bonus. So the Mavic remote case is pretty compact and simple, and again, it just got a little zipper on there and features that hard kind of outside casing. So the remote fits in there really well. The zipper's up. The zipper, I know sometimes on cases aren't always the best. This one seems pretty good and doesn't feel like it's going to snag or break anytime soon. And what's nice is the remote fits pretty snugly in there, and now it's got some protection to it, so that way if I put it in the backpack or I go hiking with it, sometimes it's nice to not have a backpack that's only for your drone. You just want to have a backpack with snacks and food, or you're running some errands and everything. This keeps the remote protected and should help with keeping it from getting squished and broken. Next up, of course, is the case for the actual Mavic Pro itself. So for that, the case does come with a nice little strap on here, so if you are walking around or something, you've got a strap that you can put a belt loop through or tie it onto a backpack, or just for when you're walking around, you've got something to hold on to. So on the inside, it does have a nice little cutout for the gimbal area. Now at first I wasn't sure if the gimbal cover was going to fit in here with that or not. It turns out it does. So of course I've got the gimbal cover on there along with the little rubber piece, and it just sits right in there and fits pretty perfectly actually. And the top, of course, zippers up, and same thing. Now you've got your Mavic Pro. It's in a little case and well protected, so that way you don't have to worry about it. So with pricing on these cases, they're very affordable, and so I don't have a problem having 3 or 4 different cases for the Mavic, and then depending on the situation, I'll switch it out. So if I'm just going out for a short day thing and I only need to carry a battery or 2, I'll carry something like this because this does everything I need. I don't need to have all of the accessories, every little piece, a bunch of extra propellers and such. So this does a great job, and it fits perfectly in the camera bag. So with that said, I think that this really is a good buy, and it does exactly the job that it's supposed to be doing, protecting the Mavic, and doesn't have a weird smell. So if you're looking for a small case to keep your Mavic and controller protected, this is definitely the way to go. And to give you a good idea of kind of the camera bag that I'll typically have for a short day outing and that kind of thing, I've got my DSLR, so this is the Canon 80D and 18-135 lens. I've got another little camera case that I use for lenses, so I'll usually either have like a 50 in here, or sometimes I'll even bring along my EOS M, and that fits in here along with the 22mm lens. So I've got that in there as well. Then on the zippered part, I've got battery for DSLR, and then I do have a couple of slots in here that I keep batteries for the Mavic in, along with extra propellers, and then of course other wires and anything else that I need. And I've still got room on the sides for either extra batteries or extra gear. And then got my camera bag for that. I've got my strap for the camera. And then what's nice is now that the Mavic is out and they told it as being as portable as it is, the Mavic fits right in there. And then of course the remote does as well. Now the other thing is I've got an iPad that I normally run with this, so I'll throw that here in the slot in the back. Fits perfectly, and everything fits very well. And not only that, I don't have to worry about stuff being loose or things getting scratched or the camera gimbal breaking on the Mavic or anything like that. Everything is compact, it's all together, and I've got my bag ready for either short day trips or if I'm doing longer weekends but I know I'm not going to be using the camera as much. That's pretty much what I'll have with me.